God, we're talking about the second.
God.
God introduced creation, right?
God. What about God?
Can God do anything?
Brother,
Can God do anything?
you want to ask a question? You want to ask a question?
Can God do anything?
God does everything according to his wisdom and his knowledge and his justice and his nature. Yes. So for example, God, like Allah said in the Quran, it's not befitting for Allah to joke around. That's not God's nature. You understand? Likewise, it's not befitting for Allah to have a son. Anyway, let me ask a question to me. Does God know everything all the time? Yes, because one of the God's characteristic or God's nature, main attributes to have a perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge. So now the question, does God have a perfect knowledge?
Sure, but what you're trying to
It's
get
not bad.
I know what you're trying to get to.
Forget about what I'm going to get
I
to.
know what you're trying to. You want to go into Jesus into his creation, right?
No, forget
You're
Jesus.
going to enter why
Brother,
Jesus,
look,
but that's what you're going to get
look,
to,
look.
right?
A
You're gonna
rational,
enter
listen
when
carefully.
Jesus entered creation.
Listen carefully.
How come he didn't know certain?
A rational.
That's what you want to try to say.
Okay, I'm
well,
saying.
that's what I'm just saying.
A rational.
Why are you trying to go looper? Why are you trying to?
Okay.
Just, I know.
Rational conclusion. Rational conclusion. If someone says to me, "Is Allah God?" I will say yes. If he asks me, "Does he know everything?" The answer will be yes. Now, if he asks me, "Does he know the hour?" The answer must be yes. If the answer, it could be one day, maybe, that does mean he's not God, because God's nature to know everything all the time. So the fact that you are struggling to answer the question, you have to let me finish. The fact that you're struggling to answer the question that God is perfect knowledge, that shows you have a problem with believing God.
I think you're just upset because I'm trying to answer it my own way.
Huh.
Because I know you want to try to get into Jesus and you want to talk about how come Jesus was able.
Jesus God.
Yes.
So God knows
second
every.
person.
So
Second,
no problem.
he's
He's
the
a second
second
person.
Yes.
That's a second person. Is he God?
Sure. Yes.
Does he-
but he's not by himself, God. There's people that believe.
Oh, so he's not perfect. He's in need of people.
He's a part of the Trinity. If you take one of the Trinity.
Ah, so
let
Jesus.
me finish, man. Why are you trying
Let me
to
finish,
Listen,
man.
That's why it's a show, man.
Good, man.
That's
Where
a
you
show.
from?
I'm in the United States.
United Snakes. Yeah, you agree. Don't worry, they're gonna take your paper away.
I don't think they can do that.
Anyway.
No, but
Anyway, go
there's
explain.
goods and bads everywhere.
Sahih. But there's a lot of bad. When I'm talking about United Snakes, I'm not talking about the people of America. I'm talking about the government. Yes. People of America, I met them, very
There's a
good
battle
people.
between the left and the right. I don't
Yes.
know if you know the politics.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
what I don't want to knock this camera down. Legs get tired. So, okay, so wait, okay, you got off about
You
the
got lost.
snakes. You want to know about the snakes?
No, I'm talking about God.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. You said Jesus is part of God, so he's not God.
He's not part. No. I want to say he's a part of God.
Oh, where is he?
He's the second person.
Okay, is he perfect God?
He's not by himself. He's not working. He's not working by himself. When he does something, it's part of the Father and the
To make you understand my question, is Jesus God? Does he have God? Does Jesus have a God's nature,
Yes.
which is perfect? Okay, so therefore Jesus,
He's sinless, right?
no, not to us. If he's God, he must be sinless. If he's God, you believe he's God?
So you believe?
No, I don't
Jesus
believe-
is sinless.
I don't-
Isa is sinless.
So I'm talking about Jesus as
called
God.
him
I'm talking about Jesus as God according to your belief. If he's God, he must be perfect.
And he's sinless.
Of
God
course,
would
if
be
he's God.
sinless. Anybody else can be sinless?
If he's God, must be. Is he God or not according to you? No, according to me, according to
No,
you.
of course, but we're gonna have to use both standards,
No,
right?
brother, I
because
don't believe Jesus was sinless in the way you believe. I believe that Jesus had shortcomings, yes. But did he commit major sins? No, he never committed major sins. Like Prophet Muhammad never committed major sins.
minor sins?
No, minor
you
sins.
believe Jesus committed minor
None
sins.
of that. No major sin, no minor sins. They had shortcomings. They had shortcomings. They had shortcomings. You understand? They had shortcomings. Forget this guy. They had shortkomings.
وابن سلمان
They had
يقول على
shortcomings.
السنوار
They had shortcomings.
النزيه
Okay.
الشريف
Take it. They
المقاوم
had shortcomings.
يقول عليه ارهابي
هذا had shortcomings.
وهم مو
هذا
ارهابيين
ولد المتعة.
هذول اكبر
They had
ارهابيين
shortcomings.
اولاد المتعه اشرف منك
اشرف منك يا
اشرف
خبيث.
منكم المشايخ
اشرف منك يا
يا
خبيث.
معفن
يا خبيث. يا كلب. يا خنزير.
ولا يوم
أنا مسكولة.
ابن سلمان ابن سلمان اللي يقول على السنوار تاج راسه راس مشايخ راس ابن سلمان دافع عن عقبه اولى القبلتين وهذا القواد اللي هو
That's a good question.
على
The scholars before, like we have scholars like the Sahaba, the companions.
فيكم انتم يا أمة محمد.
No, he's not.
الشيعة مو زينين.
He hates Muslims. He hates Muslims.
قال الشيعة.
He's a Shia killing
قال
Muslims.
غزة
قتل
شيعة.
السنيين.
لا سنة.
killing Shia.
السنوار شيعي ولا سني.
Like a Catholic
ما
and a
عندكم غيرة.
Protestant. Like Catholic and Protestant.
من
Like Catholic and
أولاده.
Protestant.
من صفات أولاده.
I'm talking to him.
صفات
I'm
أولاد
talking to him.
السنة.
هذا الكلب هذا.
الشرفاء. السنوار الشريف.
There's something
حبيبي you're pushing me.
اتحداه يتكلم.
كلبي. It's my dog.
اتحداه يتكلم على غزة وعلى اللي قاعد يصير بغزة.
Go listen carefully. So before we go to scholars, before we talk about scholars,
كاميرات.
you're so scholars.
فلوس.
والله كذاب اخذ